Hey YouTube, how's it going today? I just want to make a video today but talking about when to eat or what to eat before or after a run and just basic things like that. Um, so I used to struggle with this a lot, like when to eat, and I felt like I need to, or when to run in the morning, at night, in the afternoon, whenever. I've always kind of struggled with knowing what to eat, when to eat it, like how long after my run or before my run. I just got back from a run not that long ago. I don't really have a time around me right now, but I got back at about noon and I had some lunch. So basically, all I had for lunch was a glass of chocolate milk, and that's what I have after every run as a liquid, along with water, because water is the most important thing to have taken after exercising. But chocolate milk helps me rehydrate, refuel, recharge, that thing. And then I had a peanut butter and jam sandwich, and sometimes I'll have turkey breasts with lettuce, tomatoes, and other things on the sandwich. But today I decided peanut butter and jam. I had some cereal for breakfast about 2.5 hours before my run. So I had that, I ate that in about 2 minutes, so I pretty much devoured it. It didn't take very long. But and that's usually what I also have for breakfast. Is I'll have some peanut butter and jam on whole wheat bread. I always have whole wheat bread, or multigrains or anything whole wheat. I don't usually eat white bread, and with a banana on top. So that's what I'm gonna have tomorrow morning before my workout. I'll have that at 8 o'clock, and my workout is at, we usually start our warm up at about 10:10. Workout scheduled for 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tuesdays from 6 to 8 at night, and Saturdays 10 to 12. So really what I like to do is I like to eat about 2 hours before I run. And that gives me enough time to digest what I ate, and so I'm not cramping up or the food's not moving around in my stomach. Like, when you get that watery stomach and that's all you can hear, and it's really irritating, and it kind of sucks, and it actually kind of makes me upset and mad because I don't like having that happen. And when it does, I guilt myself because I'm not eating or drinking enough, or drinking too much, or eating too much too soon, or, whatever. And so I find that what I would recommend for people that struggle with that is eat 2 hours, 2 to 2.5 hours before you run, unless you're having a big meal like pasta or something. In that case, maybe 3 hours to 4 hours before you run, if it's a race or something like that. Typically, when I have races, they do occur. If it's track season, they'll occur at night, and I won't eat a ton because I'm not racing very long. But if I was racing a 10K, say on the roads, or 5K on the roads, I would probably get up, have some toasts. I like peanut butter. I prefer almond butter. However, it is really expensive, and my mom does the grocery shopping, and she doesn't like spending $11 on a tiny jar of almond butter when you can buy a $4 jar of peanut butter that's much larger and you get more out of it. I get that it's healthier almond butter than peanut butter, but so yeah, I'll have that with a banana or something, or I like to have oatmeal. I like to have about 2 packets of oatmeal, or a packet and a half of oatmeal. Mix in some peanut butter, throw a banana and some fruit in there, and I'm good to go. And I'll have that about 2 to 3 hours before my race, and that really helps me perform at my highest level. And always post-race chocolate milk. I always like to have it. If I don't have access to it, then I like to buy some or have some quickly. But I usually make sure that I have some, and then I'll eat right after my run or race or workout or whatever. A lot of the times I like to have proteins and everything, carbs. Yesterday I had my long run. Not yesterday, but the Thursday before that, I had a long run up my cottage, and I ran 21.2K. My long runs are capped at 16K, but I was at my cottage and decided to enjoy the scenery, and I ran a little bit longer, and I put in the extra mileage. I got up to 100Ks last week, which isn't a heck of a lot. That's about 62 miles. So not that much, but I'm only in my second year now of running competitively. So after yesterday's long run, which was 16K, and I did that in about an hour and 4 minutes, I had some leftover pasta that we had the night before, along with some chocolate milk, and that just gives me carbs. And I like to eat pasta before and after races or runs or workouts, depending on what I have access to. Really, I feel that if you can get access to carbs, proteins, and things like that, then you will be better off in the sense that you have a better understanding of what to eat. Like, obviously you don't want to eat a heck of a lot before a run or before a race, because you obviously don't want to have those issues that are going to prevent you from performing at your best. But your main goal should be that you should be taking in plenty of water before a race. And I have a book that tells you and gives you a plan. I might discuss it in another video about it, but I have time now. But I don't know where the book. Oh yeah, it's in my drawer. But it gives you a good understanding of what to eat and when to eat it, what to drink and how much to drink. You know, I have a big Gatorade bottle that's 32 ounces, and I'll drink like 4 of those a day, maybe, sometimes, depending on how hot it is. Yesterday was hot as heck. I took my shirt off mid-run, and because it was just so hot and I couldn't handle it, and I was almost begging and like gonna stop and ask people if they had water because it was just so hot. And yeah, so like I said, eating, I would recommend 2 hours to 3 hours before a race, 2 hours before a run, depending on how caloric dense and how heavy it is on your stomach. Like I said, this morning I had some cereal with milk and fruit for breakfast, in which case that was a little heavier, so I waited 2.5 hours before I actually got going on my run. My run only took 40 minutes because it was only 10K. It was 10K recovery. And so, yeah, just making sure that you're getting in protein, a little bit of protein before a run. After a run, your protein to carb ratio needs to be higher. So you need to take in more proteins, more protein than carb after a race or a workout or run to help your muscles recover. But before a race, you want to take in more carbs than you do proteins. And that should even out with fats, healthy fats with nut butters and things like that. Obviously, you're going to have to take in fat. You're not going to have no fat because you obviously need it. But you don't want to be taking it too much. And I may be wrong when I say what I just said, that statistic. I'm not a food nutritionist or anything. That's just my opinion, and that's what I think I've heard before. I'm not saying I'm 100% right at all. Like, I'm probably not, but I think I am. And that's just my preference, to be honest. I like to take in more carbs and proteins before and more proteins than carbs after. And really helps me perform at my best. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped. It might have been a little all over the place, but I will cover more food and nutrition things in the future. So thanks for watching. Comment down below for more video ideas, and have a great day.